Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Uh, Today I wanted to talk about the top 10 things I like and love about Robinhood. Before I continue, full disclaimer. Let's see, where did I put this little disclaimer? I'm not a certified financial advisor. This is all an act. Do not attempt to do anything you're about to watch. Consult your own financial professional. This is not meant as advice or to take it seriously. There's going to be a lot of inaccurate information and whatchamacallit. Invest at your own risk and you can lose all your money like investing in the stock market, right? So, yeah, this is meant for informational / acting purposes only. So the first thing I love, brief overview about Robinhood. It's been pretty popular so far. And what Robinhood allows people to do is you download an app on iPhone or Android, or you can even use their web app. And you can buy it, and their selling point is you can buy and sell stocks for free. Like free, no commission. What's obvious advantages of that? First and foremost, back in the day when you used to have like a Scottrade or other companies, they charge you like $8 every time you buy and $8 every time you sell. If let's say you buy a stock for $100, right? It costs you $8 to buy it. So that means that the stock has to appreciate at a value greater than $8 for you just to make up the initial cost of acquiring the stock. And then it has to appreciate another like $8 more for you to make up the exit of selling the stock. So basically, if your stock back then didn't gain, it could be like $20 in fees, 40, 50. If it didn't gain at least the amount of fees from buying and selling, then you would never make money. So what Robinhood basically did was eliminate that entirely and allow that basically make commission free. How are they able to offer this? Well, according to their website, one of the ways they offer it is by all the excess money you put that you don't invest in stocks, they basically eat the interest of that. So they're allowed, and hopefully they have enough people doing this that they can make some money, because according to them, trading is very cheap, right? If it's electronic. So first and foremost, point number one, why do I love Robinhood? It's free. They don't charge commission. I can buy a share of Facebook, $249, not pay any commission at all. When it goes to like $250, I can sell it, and then I can make that $10 profit or gain or whatever. And that's really a game changer for someone that doesn't have a lot of resources to buy like large amounts of stock to make up that difference in commission. Because like if you only have $10, right, and your fee is $8 to buy and sell, you buy a $2 stock and then you pay $8 in fees, and then eventually hopefully the stock appreciates like 5 times before you even make up the selling fee. Like it doesn't work mathematically, right? So this allows us to democratize investing for all people, not just the very wealthy people that can afford that fee back and forth, or people with more means. Like the barrier of entry to being able to do the stock market is gone. Really, like you don't have to go to a brokerage house and pay like it used to be, like, I don't know, it could be like $25 a trade or whatever the case may be. Even if you spent $1,000 in stock, right, and then you paid a $25 fee just to buy, then the stock would have to increase. Not only do you have the risk of the stock going like losing money on the stock already, you're already gonna you have to at least guarantee that your stock appreciates at a value greater than the fee that you're paying. So this really was like literally first time I heard about this, I'm like, sign me up, I'm in, I'll take my chances, roll the dice, and go for that. Point number 2, fractional shares. What this means is, let's say Amazon is $2,400 a share right now, right? I don't have money just to buy a whole share of Amazon at $2,400 a share, but what I can do is I can buy like $1 of Amazon, like a percentage, right? So let's say one share is $2,400. I buy $240 in Amazon, so I own 10% of a share, right? So 0.1 share of Amazon. There's advantages to this, which is when you buy stocks, you care about the percent increase, right? It's not so much like the dollar increase. Like if you have a stock that you bought for like hypothetically $1,000 and it went up $100, then it's a 10% increase, right? If you buy a stock at $1, it goes up $100, then that's it's percent, right? And then which one gives you more money if you invested more in, then, and so on and so forth. So fractional shares means that even if a stock is like super high value per share, it allows people to be more fair and enter the market regardless. Like stock could be $10,000, but you can still buy $10 of it, like a Berkshire Hathaway. I think it's like $260,000 a share, something like that. But it definitely allows more people to purchase. So that's an advantage. So you don't miss out. Like if Netflix does very well and you want to buy $10 in Netflix, and Netflix does well, you still can still get those gains. All right, point number 3, which I love about Robinhood, cryptocurrency. You can buy and sell cryptocurrency on Robinhood. Now you can't take cryptocurrency and put it into Robinhood's wallet, and you can't take the cryptocurrency from Robinhood and take it out. Also, disclaimer: cryptocurrency extremely speculative and risky. Could fall to nothing. I don't want you to buy cryptocurrency or any investment that I'm talking about, lose all your money and then come after me and be like, Bryant, you made it sound great and I invested. No, that's not the case. Do your own homework. All right, I'm not an advisor. So cryptocurrency, if you want to buy like Bitcoin, like $1 in Bitcoin, 10 cents in Bitcoin, Dogecoin, it allows you to diversify your portfolio because there's a lot more things that people can invest in nowadays than before, right? And there's no fee. Like Coinbase can charge 3%, 3.5%, whatever the amount is, right? Other companies can charge a fee every time you buy and sell. Robinhood is at 0. Now, a lot of people are concerned about like whether or not Robinhood can execute quickly enough, or like there's like a lag because like which is another trading issue. But if you set a limit price, that means you'll never pay more than X based on your limit, or sell at least X. So like let's say I won't buy a share unless it's sold to me at most $10 a share, right? Then I won't pay at most $10 a share. I won't sell unless I get at least $20 a share. You can set a limit for that. So like minimum, I want at least $10 for this. So that eliminates the whole market variance of people that have that fear. They can set what the limit price is, which eliminates that probability that, it's market at $20, and then what if it market executes at like $15, and then it's like due to delay or whatever. So limit prices, which you can also do on Robinhood for free. So I really like that 24-hour cryptocurrency, allowing people to diversify their portfolio. It gives them the freedom and option to do so, which I think is so amazing. Point number 4 that I had, extended trading hours for stocks. So stock market typically opens Monday through Friday minus major holidays, 9:30 to 4 p.m. I think so. Extended trading hours means that you can do it from 9 a.m. So you have half an hour before 9:30 bell opens and until 6 p.m. So 2 hours after the 4 o'clock. That gives a larger window to trade, and I always like more options and more freedom because then you can just do more. So that's just for everyone, right? Point number 5, international shares. So like I like the fact that I can buy shares in Nintendo. Like I love video games, and I love the fact that it's not confined only to like US stock market. You can buy shares in other countries as long as it's supported by Robinhood. So that's pretty amazing. Point number 6, reoccurring buys. I love this feature for stocks and ETFs. So let's say you want to buy shares of that combined with fractional shares is like a godsend to me. It might not be to other people. So reoccurring buys allows you to do something called dollar cost averaging, which means like if you don't want to time the market like, oh, I might predict that this today it's high, today's low, and stock market's like boop, 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 up and down. You can do recurring buys. Like let's say I can do a recurring buy of the S&P 500 in an ETF. I can buy $1 of that. So like I can buy a percentage of the S&P 500 stock, like $1 of it, whatever that case may be, every single day daily when the market opens. So it averages out the cost. Like one day it's high, one day it's low, but overall it like averages. So it reduces my risk, right, in terms of fluctuation. Now this can hurt you, this can be good for you, and it depends on your own trading strategy, right? Some people like the fact that they don't have to think about it. So basically you can set it to like $10 a share every day for whatever stock you like, for Netflix or Amazon or Microsoft, and that's really a really powerful tool with fractional shares. So thought of something else. So definitely check out recurring buys. Number 7, free options trading. So options is pretty risky. You're more riskier than like regular stock trading. Be prepared to lose all your money. So basically, what brief overview of options is, you basically buy a contract to purchase shares. So like let's say you buy today a share of Microsoft is $100 hypothetically, right? And you think the price of Microsoft is gonna go up, but you don't want to commit to buying 100 shares of it in the future. Like now at this price, you think it'll keep going up and you want to make that gain. You can buy an options contract that allows them to sell at a lower price, that no matter how high the price goes in the future. So they charge you a fee for that. It's like an option. It's like let's say a seller's building a house, and you want the option but not the obligation to buy the house, like at a lower price. Like let's say the seller wants to sell his house for like $500,000 today, right, before he finishes it. You don't know if after he finishes it, if like the market conditions are great or low, but you basically pay him a price that in the future when he finishes the house, even if the house is worth like $1 million, you have an option that says he still has to sell it to you for $500,000. So that's basically what an option is. And then there's a put, which is like, even if the price drops, then someone else will still buy it for you at a given price. But I don't want to go too much into detail in it. I just want to say that I love Robinhood because it gives you options trading for free. It doesn't charge you for it. Like you don't have to pay per contract or whatever it is. It saves you a lot of money because investing is already risky enough as it is. And then throwing fees on top of that means that not only do you have to make up for the initial risk of investing that you're taking, but you also have to make sure that when you're investing, you make more money than the fees that you had to pay to do the investing in order for it to make sense for you. So that's really important. Point number 8, Robinhood Gold. Robinhood Gold currently today, whatever today's date is, $5 a month, and it gives you access to $1,000 to borrow and level 2 market data and like Morningstar reports and advantages like you can let's say. So how do I explain why this is good and why I'm paying this? So let's say you sign up for Robinhood Gold. You're paying $5 a month. You can borrow $1,000 as part of it, and you recently came into money, and then you want to invest $5,000 into the market today. Robinhood Gold lets you invest like at least like instant deposit transfer money in from like a bank account to Robinhood without the money actually hitting the account yet, and you can invest it. So what's an advantage of that? Typically, when you want to invest in stocks, you have to wait for money to transfer out of your bank account first, and then the brokerage gets it. It could be like 3-4 days before it happens. And then by then the market, you don't know what's going on with the market, right? It could be up or down. So to be able to access a lot of money to borrow when you feel comfortable gives you that extra flexibility, right? Because who knows what the market is tomorrow. Who knows what the market is 5 days from now, right? It could be a long time. Things can happen. You can miss an opportunity. So Robinhood Gold allows you to bridge that gap. So you can basically, as long as you're transferring money from your bank account to Robinhood, like 5,000 up to like, if you have like 50 grand in your account, you can do like a 50 grand transfer and they'll let you use all 50 grand first into your account and use that first. So if you have an opportunity you want to capitalize on now sooner than later, you can. Point number 9. I think it's really easy to use, like just easy to use in general, like period. I love the fact that they made it simple. They didn't try to make it complex. The UI is like direct. This is the stock. How do you want to buy, sell, some news? Because I remember back in the day trying to use something like TD Ameritrade or other trading platforms. It can look intimidating. It could be like it makes you feel like you have to be more knowledgeable than you have to be. Kind of like, I feel like they intentionally made the structure to be intimidating as like a selling point. Like, oh, look how fancy this is. And I like the fact that Robinhood's philosophy is they want to simplify it so that people can access it, people can use it, and people can be comfortable with it. Because investing is a important tool that many people use to grow their net worth, make money, plan, save for retirement. It's pretty useful. And I think that if things look too complicated, people might be discouraged from using it. So I welcome how it is. But again, these opinions are my own, and everyone else can have a different opinion about it. So, to each their own. And lastly, point number 10, to change this up because I put something else that I just remembered. Dividend reinvestment. So dividend reinvestment combined with fractional shares. I love this one because let's say a company like Ford gives you dividends, which is, the company makes profits and they splits the profits with the shareholders. Like, it could be Ford, it could be any company. And you don't want to take that, you don't want to think about it, you don't want the money to come out in the form of dividends. When they pay you dividends, you already have to pay taxes on it, right? But you can set it to reinvest into the same company automatically, and that's where you get compound growth. So instead of me having to select, okay, I get like $1 from this company in interest or in dividend, and it's just sitting there, I can set it so that as soon as I receive that dollar, it's automatically going to buy $1 worth of that stock automatically, so I don't have to think about it. So I really appreciate the automation of it, and it's definitely one of the features that I love. Like, I love the fact that you don't have to think about the fact that like S&P is giving you like $1 in dividends and what do you do with it, and then do I have to track it? So like, just to free up your time, just set up dividend reinvestment, and then it'll reinvest that $1 back into that share, and then now you'll have like more shares of the company, which then gives you more dividends and more dividends, reinvesting back into it and even more, and then you get that exponential, hopefully, right? Unless it crashes, then you're sunk. But that's why there's a risk there. But anyway, that's the top 10 reasons I like Robinhood. Let me know if you want me to do another top 10 for another company or platform, and I'm always open to new ideas. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. Have a good day.